Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Ginger Bets Golf Betting Insights YouTube preview. This week I'm looking at the first FedEx event of the year, the Northern Trust event taking place at Liberty National Golf Club in New Jersey. It's going to be an absolute cracker. A major-like test awaits the players. Long and demanding course, small greens, tough to get up and down, and fast and undulating bent grass greens face the players this week. But we'll cover that all off in the next 6 or 7 minutes. It's the standard format here at Ginger Bets. We're going to be looking at the key skill sets required to lift that trophy come Sunday evening. And then I'm bringing you 4 outright selections and one at an absolute monster price of above 100 to 1. He's a player that you're going to hear plenty of in 2022. I'm pretty sure of it, but I think that he could go well as 124 of the world's best players go to post to shoot out for the £1.7 million prize fund that's available to this week's winner. So let's get straight into the action and look at the skill sets that are going to be required this week. But before we get there, may I encourage you, if you are new to the channel, you're enjoying the content, then please do subscribe on the link below. I'm not quite sure it's my left or my right. I should know by now, but please do. If you're getting value out of the content, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. It'd be great to get to 100 viewers or subscribers by the end of the year. Right, 5 skill sets required this week to lift the trophy come Sunday evening. Let's take it from the tee box. First off, I believe strokes gained off the tee data will be important. I think the players that hit it long and far and accurate this week will have a distinct advantage. From there, I believe green in regulation gained will be important. We have small greens that are facing the players this week at Liberty National, and therefore if you are hitting greens in regulation regularly, you're going to be at a distinct advantage. You're going to be having lots of birdie putts. We are on undulating greens as well, so lots of players that do hit the green will see their ball funnel towards the hole, leaving not so long birdie putts. So now we've got the green in regulation gain data out the way, I want to look at one other stat that's really important and comes into play. It's in correlation to that. But as I've just touched upon, players are going to miss the green this week. They're small, and therefore I think strokes gain data around the green is going to be really important. When we look at the 2019 winner in Patrick Reed, I think that is a player that stands out as having one of the best short games around, and it is no surprise that he compensated with his inadequate tee to green game. It's still amazing, but not at elite level by some of the standards on the PGA Tour, and got the job done because of his incredible short game. I want to look at overall tee to green performance. I've done this study for you. I'm bringing you in the selections this week. But if you're making your own, I encourage you to look at overall strokes gained tee to green performance of recent times. And then finally, bent grass green putting performance. I want a player that's proven on the bent grass putting surfaces, as it is a unique surface that the players don't face week in, week out. So just to recap, it's strokes gained off the tee, it's green in regulations gained, it's strokes gained around the green, it's strokes gained overall tee to green performance, and then finally putting on the bent grass surfaces. Enough of that, and on to the bit that you really tune in for, the picks for this week. Can we back up last week's profitable week where Brandon Grace nearly got the job done? It would have been remarkable. This season can't really get any better. It nearly did, but we turned over a profit yet again thanks to Brandon Grace, who held an incredible putt to get himself into the playoff and then nearly got himself over the line. But we can settle for 16 to 1 plus payouts, and that's what we got. We're in the profit whichever way you played it. Now for this week's selections. First up then, this is a player that is a 3-time winner on the bent grass putting surfaces. He'll be keen to establish his place on the Ryder Cup team for the US of A come September. He sits 6th in strokes gained data tee to green over the last 24 rounds on tour. He's an elite player when it comes to tee to green performance, and I think the test will really suit him this week. The first and headline selection of the week, available at 33 to 1, 8 places with William Hill, will be Patrick Cantlay. The second selection of the week will be a man from England. He's not a prolific winner by any means, but there is only Colin Morikawa in terms of tee to green performance better in the whole world right now, and that tells you the state of this game. He is in elite form. I believe that Paul Casey has the minerals and the skill set to get the job done this week on the PGA Tour. Available at 35 to 1 with 8 places. Do not take the 40 to 1 5 places. I encourage you with a serial placer in Paul Casey to take the 35 to 1 and extra places. The third selection of the week for regular listeners of Ginger Bets will be a previous winner. We've had Colin Morikawa go back to back for us this year with 2 wins, and I think this player has the skill set to do so. The wind often blows at Liberty National Golf Club. It's an exposed links-like track, albeit plays very much like a parkland, but it's exposed. The wind can get up. That is its big defense, and this player is proven in the wind. He's got a low ball flight, a very consistent tee to green player. He's got 3 top 10s in his last 4 events. The third selection of the week at 30 to 1, not an overly generous price, but one I'm prepared to play at, will be Daniel Berger. And the fourth and final selection of the week, a player that I teased you about at the start, a player that you're going to hear more about in 2022, that is for sure. He's got 3 top 20s in these last 5 events. He sits second in strokes gained, sand saves, and has 9th in terms of proximity to the hole over the last 24 rounds. The fourth and final selection to make up this week's portfolio, available at a huge 125 to 1, will be Maverick McNeely. That's it from me this week. Thank you for taking the time to listen. We've been on a bit of a roll in 2021. Let's hope that continues. And please, can I encourage you, if you're enjoying the content, if you've got any feedback, leave it in the comments below. Let me know who your picks are for the week. And if don't do anything else, press that subscribe button, get in on the action. Thank you for listening and good luck.